Hey, what's up, Gamer Skelemystyk? I am down here today in the storm drains because the storm drains has a lot to do with the subject of today's video. I want to, I guess the right word is reassure a lot of you who are watching this video right now. Let me back up for a minute. The reason for making this video is a number of people have come to me and said, Skell, I've got a problem. Something's not working on my game. This or that or the other. One person came to me and said they were having login problems. One person came to me and said they were having character problems where, I forget what was it they said? Something or other their character was doing that wasn't right. I mean, it was like glitching out or bugging out or what have you. Anyhow, I've had a number of people come to me and say they've had game problems with Wizard101 here of late. There's a reason for that. Let me tell you what that reason is, and rest your mind in case you're one of those people who had a problem and hasn't come to me yet and said something about it and hasn't been reassured by me and all those things. Here's the problem. The storm drains. That's your problem, right? Well, okay, that's your main problem. I will say there's, some other problems, but I won't mention them because it doesn't shed a good light on some certain subjects. Anyway, the storm drains is your main problem. Anytime there is a new update that comes live in Wizard101, pretty much every time there's a new update that comes live in Wizard101. It doesn't matter how much they test realm it. It doesn't matter how much they bug fix it. It doesn't matter how much they fool with it and how much we play test it and how much goes on, any of that stuff. There is always, 100%, always some kind of glitches, bugs, or issues that make it through test realm and into live realm. Sometimes I think it might even be just the switching itself from test realm to live realm that causes some of them. There's a number of things that happen, and they're always different things, so there's no really predicting it. There's no really saying, hey, we can't have this happen, or this won't work, or we can predict this, or whatever else. This code for this game is, by now, ginormous. This is maybe not as big as the Warcraft code, but nonetheless, the code has got to be huge over this past, let's see, 2008, 2009, over this past 11 years. It's got to be huge. And it doesn't matter how often they look at things, and they look at things, and they look at things. It's still human eyes looking at a computer code for the most part, and mistakes will be made. Not intentional mistakes, not careless mistakes, just simply due to the enormousness of the code. To give them credit when there's a real problem, they say, hey, we've got a real problem. It's going to be offline for such and such time to do maintenance, blah, 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 blah. That's credit to Mr. Magnetic there, the lead dev, who, so far as I have seen, has been Johnny on the spot for, for addressing real problems in the game. Hey, we know this is going on. We're going to fix it as soon as possible. Again, like with storm drains, where the hats weren't dropping the way they were supposed to. The community mentioned it. They're like, bam, okay, this coming week we're going to have a hot fix ready to go. And they did. So credit to you, Matt, and your crew out there for getting on the job with that. Appreciate that. Believe that. I still haven't got a hat. By the way, hey, Matt, hey, I'm shouting you out here. Can I get a hat? No, I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. I'll fight and earn mine just like everybody else. But anyway, point of the whole thing being, every time there's an update that goes live, there's bound to be problems. So if you've got a major problem, like, again, this one person comes to mind who had a problem where it was logging her out of her game, saying someone else had logged in, and she was worried about someone else having access to her account somehow or other. If something like that happens, this is what I recommend, just like I recommended to her. Change your password right now, today, right after you hear this video. Change it to something that's just totally outlandish, that has nothing to do with you. I mean, like your password was Benji, the big gray dog, or whatever before. Change it to Farfignugan or something like that. I'm not saying you don't. God, no, please don't. Like, everybody's gonna have a password Farfignugan. No, don't do that. I'm saying change it to something outlandish that you would never use. That's gonna eliminate anybody that you know having hacked your account. And make sure you write it down. Because when you make an outlandish password, it's easy to forget it. Okay, and that is just for that instance, that person. That's what I recommended to her, was that she change her password and make sure that nobody had access to it, and that cleared up the problem. All right, anyway, so don't panic, don't sweat it. If there's a bug or if there's a glitch, if it's like a in-game bug glitch, whatever else, report it. Report it often. Report it. And no, I'm not saying don't spam it 500 times a day. I'm saying every time you come across that bug or that glitch, report it. Game bugs get fixed quick. They really do. Especially when they get reported. So if you're having some kind of in-game problem, report it. If you're having some kind of out-game problem, like the login thing, come to one of us, one of the community. I won't say leaders, because I don't consider myself to be a leader. I just make videos and stream. But come to the people who are, how about this? Come to the people who are more in the know. And if we don't know the answer, we'll refer it to the dev team or management or what have you else. And in this way, a lot of the problems that we have whenever new content comes out will be solved, and we can move on with things. Guys, again, this is really just more than anything else. It's a public service video. Help you all out. Hope it did. If you enjoyed this video, if some of these issues come up, by all means, do those things I've talked about. What was that? Oh, okay. I thought I saw something in our back. All right, I'm going to go back there and look. Okay, I thought I saw one of these guys who wasn't a Vanguard out there. I'm just losing my mind. See, I've got some bugs in my own mind here, it looks like. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Like, subscribe, share. Yell my name to the heavens. Name your firstborn child. Scale is good for a girl or a guy. I think it works out for the best anyway. And until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace.